All right. Well, hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Raven Rook Plays Fatal Frame 2, Crimson Butterfly, the original. So, I am going to kind of delist the part 1 of the most recent playthrough. It just came out too dark. So I wanted to kind of correct that, but we are just going to, like, jam in a bunch of chapters, because I think I can get through them pretty quickly. We'll see. Might be my famous last words, but you'll be able to access that via a link in this video's description. I like to do that for, like, posterity's sake. But I did want to kind of give this another attempt, so that you all can actually see, hopefully, what's on the screen. Because that's important.
Didn't we always promise each other that we would always be together? We used to play here all the time. Yeah. All of this will be gone soon. Is your leg okay? Does it hurt? It does a little bit. I'm fine. Meow? Yes? Never mind. Mayu, about that time back then. Mayu? Mayu! Where are you going?
All right, this is where we need to make sure.
No, stop! Wait! Mayu!
Right, because this game gets pretty dark by design. So we just want to make sure we can see everything. And that the adjustments we make don't make the visual integrity, like, it doesn't impact the visual integrity too much. Right, like, we don't want to see greens where we really shouldn't. That sort of thing. So, hopefully, I've tweaked it just enough. Looks okay so far. Much clearer. The problem is, and this is true for, like, sound design too, is games weren't always designed with, like, streamers and like playthroughs on YouTube in mind, right? So it's like you see that a lot in the soundscape, where the voice audio and the music will kind of be closer together and not really designed to have somebody talking over it. So older games, you might not be able to adjust certain levels. Like, you might just need to lower the music volume or the sound effect volume, but keep the voice up so people can hear the actual dialogue. Later games, you have more freedom to kind of adjust the various levels, right? And that can help with streaming. Same thing with this. This game is meant to be played in the dark. It's a horror game. It's meant, you're not meant to see everything on the screen, because that contributes to the horror.
Mayu?
But it's hard when you want people to watch your videos and see what's on the screen. You got to balance that out somehow. So, like, when I did the first attempt at part 1, my monitor looks great for my personal experience of this game. It's dark enough, like the horror is there, right? That's contributing to that. But it was hard for people to see.
A long time ago, there was a
Hence why I'm trying to, you know, correct that just enough.
Were trapped by the village. Could this be that place?
Yeah, maybe. All right, so I am doing bonus mode or whatever, post game, new game plus.
There's nobody here.
So I can pull out the camera now, even though normally you can't until you actually find it in the Osaka house. Sorry, my dog is like climbing over things on the couch. She's next to me and she's like stomping all over. She's blind, so she's just kind of stomping her way through. There's something on the ground. There are several pieces of paper and a photo inside. A news clipping from a year ago, the headline reads, "Geological Surveyor Missing." With the start of construction for All Gods Dam approaching, Masumi Makimura, age 26, a geological surveyor dispatched to the area, has gone missing. Mr. Makimura went to the area to investigate the site that would be submerged once the dam was built, but hasn't been heard from for 5 days. It seems like a follow-up to that other news clipping. The search for Masumi Makimura, age 26, a surveyor missing since the 4th of this month, came to a close yesterday. Mr. Makimura had been helping to conduct a geological survey for All Gods Dam. As of yesterday, he has been missing for 10 days. So one thing I noted in part 1 of this playthrough is in the original release in 2003, they went with the translation of Minakami, All Gods. So Minakami Village, All Gods Village, Minakami Dam, All Gods Dam. So whether that was just their kind of read on the pulse of like a North American or a European audience, not necessarily having enough Japanese spoken to kind of get the idea, Minakami, the full significance of what that means in translation, they might have just decided to go with All Gods. You'll notice in the remake, they kept Minakami. That could be because, you know, anime is much more popular. We hear certain Japanese phrases, you know, much more often that they didn't have any fears maybe this go around that Minakami, the significance of what that means, would be lost on a Western audience. Just something interesting to note, at least to me. I like language, all that good stuff, so. Okay, and there's the photo of the couple.
Whose is this, I wonder? Who else is here?
Yeah, so about a year ago, Masumi Makimura came here, went missing, and then his girlfriend, couldn't get her. His girlfriend came looking for him.
I wonder if anyone's here.
That always creeped me out.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. No, I missed it. Damn it. God damn it. Sometimes the window of opportunity is so small in those ghost sightings. That one I've done this enough that I should have known that was there. Me and Mouse have been playing through the remake, by the way, on our shared channel.
Should we go inside?
Does that look like we should go inside? Take one step further?
What's wrong?
Her name always escapes me. I know it's another M name.
I don't want to kill anyone.
I'm like smiling throughout. That's not a good look, but I love
What was that?
how chilling
I don't know.
these games are, especially the first 3 in the series. They're so chilling. All right. Yeah, this is already looking so much clearer.
Don't go too far.
Oh, hush up. What I like about the remake is you actually have the hand-holding feature, which I think does a couple things. It's nice because it kind of helps keep you two together. So, like in this game, there aren't really significant consequences to like rushing ahead of Mayu in the portions where you're together. The hand-holding, it's nice because it's something the player has to actually do in order to keep together, right? And there are effects, there are bonuses for doing that. There's much more of a relevance or like the consequences, and both positive and negative, to engaging with that aspect of the gameplay make that kind of feel so much more impactful than how it comes across in the original. Like, that was a very cool update. All right, Woman's Notebook. I've heard rumors about the Lost Village before. Long ago, a massacre occurred on the day of a ceremony, and the village was wiped from the map. Twin deities statues in the forest lead lost people to the village entrance. Once you pass through the gate, however, you cannot go back. The village eternally relives that night of death. The insane laughter of a woman is said to echo throughout the village. The only survivor of the massacre at the village was a lone woman. Yeah, we know that lone woman would go to Himuro Mansion in the first game. Yae Kurosawa. All right. Sorry, my allergies are like kicking my ass, so I need a few extra sips of beverage. I'm just gonna save over this. Yeah, and like by like jamming a bunch of chapters into this to make up for it, I'm not going to be like speeding through. I'm gonna take my time. Like it's gonna be a marathon, not a sprint. Sometimes I sense someone passing by the window. He carries a torch and mutters things. He seems to be searching for somebody, but it's not Masumi. In the distance, I can hear some kind of sad ceremonial song being sung. They say that this village vanished on the day of a ceremony, and that day is repeated over and over again.
I feel like we're being watched by someone.
Okay. Nice. Good find. So what I like too about the originals, I understand in the later installments and also in the remake of the second one, I understand why they did what they did, in terms of like making it clear where the objects are, like the shinies. And you have some shinies in the originals, but you also just have some pieces of furniture or whatever that it's like worth your while. Come on. Are you fucking kidding? There are some places that are just like, you just have to click on them and explore them. And I think that really helps with the world exploration, where it's like, you know, if you really think about it, like things, especially, we don't even have a flashlight yet. Like, things don't necessarily just sparkle like that, like, hey, pick me up, all the time. So I like that there's some level of, let's just like click around and see what we find. Um, anyone, whoever sees this, look for me. I'm trapped in this village. Miyako! I was gonna go with Miyako. Ugh. Help me, Miyako Pseudo. Yeah. So that's our girl. Yeah, we might not get a lot of ghost sightings. Part of that is that I'm just like yapping and not really paying attention all too much, or as much as I should. That's okay. Okay, that's a... out of the way. That's a padlock situation. Gotta find a key. So one thing I mentioned too, in kind of... Oh, yes, got it! There we go. And kind of talking with Mouse about some of the differences is, like, the original 3 games have some moments that, like, it's not hard, it's just fucking bullshit. And that's, like, if that's the thing that hopefully goes away in the remake, like, let's fix that first. Is let's not have moments of fucking bullshit. Like, we'll get to a room, we'll get to a room in the Kurosawa mansion in chapter 3, and I'll call it out, because it is fucking bullshit. It's not difficult, it's just the stilted movements of this game, fixed camera angles, the amount of obstacles in the room that you just can't step over or negotiate past because of the limited movement in the original, and the fact that there are 2 ghosts in this very tiny room, that is fucking bullshit. It's not hard, it's fucking bullshit. And there's a difference, and there's a line, and don't you fucking cross it. And I do argue they've released some patches, like with the aggravated ghosts, that annoyed the hell out of me, because every single ghost was doing it on normal mode, and I assume higher, in the remake. And then also just shooting their face at you, which again, I don't like the phrasing of that, but I don't know how else to describe it, but shooting their face at you to like drain all of your willpower. Every ghost was spamming that. Every ghost that I was encountering, like even the grunts, were getting aggravated and turning red. I did see a patch on Instagram from Koei Tecmo that they apparently fixed that, so it's not quite so often, and certain I assume grunt ghosts either don't do it at all or do it very rarely. So we'll see as we continue playing together, Mouse and I, but I was like, that's not hard, that's fucking bullshit. Yeah. Masumi, it's me, Miyako. I came to look for you. Let's go home together. Together we can make it. Call for me if you find this. I'll be nearby. Miss you!
I wonder if anyone's really here.
Okay. Where the fuck am I going? Move it! Ah, here we go. Oh. Those Dutch angles, man. Can't get those without a fixed camera angle scenario. All right.
Something's strange about this place.
Mayu, must you always be a heel? We'll also, since we've encountered some already, we'll talk about the puzzle differences in the in the remake versus the original. Okay, I'm not going to read this because it's just camera obscura stuff. Basically, we learn about Seijiro Makabe. He brought the camera obscura here to take photos of the rituals. Yeah, things did not go well for him. Like a lot of the people who bring the camera obscura places, and also just oddly folklorists, seems to have a few occupational hazards that you know, other jobs don't seem to have.
That's...
We're going to talk about that in a second, though.
The camera obscura. It takes pictures of impossible things.
Yeah, so Makabe comes. He comes with Ryozo Munakata, who, again, we should know from the first game.
I can't believe. So it's true. This thing is too dangerous.
But let's continue using it.
The camera obscura. Mio. What's that? Is someone here?
Oh, you're fine.
Mio.
Mio. Okay. Before, and we're not going to read this either, because that's fine. So before we move on, this cutscene compared to the remake, I mentioned this in the original part 1, whatever, but I think it's important to discuss, because in this, right, in the original, Mayu looks at the camera on the floor that Mio is approaching and says, "That's." In the remake, she says, "Don't." In both, though, there's this, like, it's somewhat apparent that she doesn't really know what the object is, but there's something she senses or something she picks up on just by looking at it. But it's interesting, this difference in what word is spoken and how that kind of colors things. The "don't" seems to get more at this thing is dangerous, and this feeling that even though I don't know what it is, I get this sense that we shouldn't mess with it. Whereas the "that's" seems to point more toward, maybe at least on an unconscious level, some kind of recognition of the object itself. I think that's interesting. Again, we don't have to go any further than that. I just think it's interesting. All right, and we have a flashlight now. Great.
Something is here.
Whoa! Okay. Why?
It's gone. Come on, let's get out of here.
Okay. So the presence is gone. It said you can capture things that ordinary people can't see with this camera. Could this be the power of the camera obscura? Could be. Could be. All right, yeah, let's try to leave. All right, held shut by a powerful force. No way.
Mio, look.
Okay, now I usually mess this up, so I'm gonna go with not my instinct. I think I usually go to the other room. I mix up like this room with the room with the dead body that's still there. Comforting.
There's someone here.
Yeah. So I will say, this I'm glad we've kind of done away with. What? Okay. This got old. Like something being locked with like a powerful presence, and then you have to go somewhere else. That got old. I like that they kind of left that in the past. I understand the purpose it serves, and I think for the time it was fine, but I'm glad it's left in the past.
Mio, look.
Ooh. I missed you too. Yeah, might as well do that while we're here. Oh, what? Stair climber. That is my legacy. I am the stair climber.
Where is he?
No! Bitch!
The lost village.
How much time has passed since I came here? How long will this night last? I can't take the darkness. It's driving me crazy. I have to get out of here. I have to see Masumi. I must be tired. If I start to relax, I pass out. Even in a crazy place like this, the darkness here is creeping into my dreams. Slaughter, rivers of blood, fallen people, a woman in a blood-stained kimono, insane laughter, and twin sisters calling out, "Don't kill me." That woman's laugh is seared into my mind. I don't want to sleep anymore. Damn, girl. Whoa. Good thing I got caught on this door. Otherwise, I don't think I would have been quick enough. Masumi found my note. He was in the village. I can see him soon. I can't move. I'll wait here. He'll be back. He'll find the way out. If he comes back. He came. Oh!
She also became trapped here. She came into this house looking for her boyfriend. And then, where did she go?
This place must be...
Oh!
Mayu?
Why?
Yeah, okay. There she is. Okay. The feeling is not mutual, ma'am. There we go. No need to get crazy.
Crimson butterfly.
All right, chapter 2. All right. Yeah, so we can put stones in a radio and hear thoughts. Cool. Ooh, the ceremony master, Mr. Kurosawa, gave me a very warm welcome. The village has no chief. The ceremony master presides over the village. I wonder if this village was founded by people who wanted to preserve their sacred rituals and festivals. Most notable among All Gods folklore is the Gate to Hell legend that has been passed down for years. It is an archetypal tale of a gate or hole that marks the border to the world of the dead, also called Hades, the underworld, or the netherworld. It is a forbidden place that is feared and hated, but it is also worshipped as well. The idea of hell has been a core belief of humans since ancient times. This village supports the theory that the belief is universal. The forbidden ritual regarding this gate to hell that takes place here is something no one is allowed to see or speak of. This strict taboo is probably the result of a ceremony concerning the border with hell coming closer to the living world. Villagers lead a simple life. Deep in the mountains, they struggle to forage food for their daily meals. The village has little contact with the outside world. They continue to practice the ways of old, frozen in time. Okay, yeah. Another thing kind of frustrating about the originals, but I get it, is like you'd have to examine bookshelves in order to like get certain texts that would help add to the context. And I get it, but having things glow in that instance was a nice update. Because it's like, okay, which bookshelf? Oh, nice. Nope.
Mayu!
I'm sorry. I have to go.
Her excuse is so flimsy.
It's calling me.
Again, Mouse and I talked about this as we played through as we were playing through the remake. Because we could have sworn you control Mayu at certain points, and you do in the original. And again, I think it's just they're emphasizing different things. So here, we actually use her, or we control her, and we bring her to the next place that she feels compelled to go to. And we'll do this in the Kurosawa mansion too at the start of chapter 3. But what they do instead in the remake is you use the camera to follow her. Like you follow her trace with the camera. And again, it's because they're emphasizing a different functionality and a different aspect of gameplay that's unique to the remake. So it makes sense. It's just, you know, the feeling or the effect is going to be different because you're getting at the same thing in a different way. And things are lost and things are gained depending on how you choose to convey that same kind of scene to the player. And it's interesting. Again, I love remakes. They're so fascinating. And part of that is because we can kind of think about the two contexts and do some juxtaposition. Boom. Is there another? Oh, there is. Hi, bud. Oh, what? No! What? Oh, I didn't have enough spirit power. Damn it. Yeah, okay, that's my bad. Oh well. Now I do. Oh, here we go. Okay. I remembered, I think it's like, once you actually complete the game, then you get the ability to zoom in and out with your camera obscura. And I was trying to remember how gotta make that happen. Oh! Let's get that. That's shiny. You know. At the risk of yet another ghost battle, let's get that shiny. Oh, yep, okay. What? Ah! Shit! Oh my god, I'm not fast enough. That's the problem. That's on me. Oh my god! Oh god, okay, this isn't going well. Nope! Fuck a duck. Come on. Get off. Yeah, just get her out of here. God damn it. There we go. Okay. We're fine. Look at all those. All right. Just in case, let's make a quick save. All right, back to it. Yeah, so I actually like that from the game design. We'll see that. We'll point it out in a second. So like, as we were leaving the Osaka house, this place that we come to be trapped in our introduction to the game, we look through this window, the camera does, and we can see that shiny. As we're leaving, we're like, maybe we should go back and get that. That was really nice game design to draw our attention back there, even if we don't think to check there first. I mean, the pressing matter seems to be we just finished a sequence controlling Mayu going this way. We should follow after her. So having that camera angle, again, a benefit of the fixed camera angles, having it there to draw our attention, that's pretty good. As the day is wearing on, my allergies are only getting worse, which is annoying. I am gonna take a second dose of an over-the-counter. Not recommended, but desperate times.
Mayu!
Here they are.
All right. Oh boy. Yeah, I think we got 3 of them. At least 2. Can we not? Oh, I forgot. That one does something from the grave. Oh shit, I forgot. There's like a timing. Well, he's dead anyway, but there's a timing thing to the fatal frame. Yeah, we're not going to fight the endless iterations of these guys, though. We are going to skip that after this one. I know in the remake there's something around one of these stone lanterns, but I don't think... Maybe? Nah, okay. Oh well. This is a little tedious. Like, yes, I can see the butterflies too. Thanks, game, for pausing my momentum. So this well will become important later. But not so important right now. This, I think, is the Kiryu house, maybe? No, I don't think so. I'm trying to remember which house. This is a storehouse. A storehouse. Okay. Yeah, because the guy we're about to meet is trapped here.
Yai! What are you still doing here?
Who are you?
The ritual will begin soon. If that happens...
You're back. Yay. You and Sae have to get out of here. Yeah, so this is Itsuki Tachibana. He was a twin with Mutsuki Tachibana. The whole Crimson Sacrifice ritual revolves around twins. That's why the deity statues, they're all twin deities. It's a whole fucked up thing. Again, that they force upon children, right? Yeah, very fucked up. But anyway, Yae and Sae Kurosawa are next in line to kind of be part of this ritual. Itsuki, with the help of Ryozo Munakata, who comes with Seijiro Makabe, they are orchestrating a plan to get Yae and Sae out of here, because Yae really doesn't want to do it. And we'll find out why, and why that's probably a good thing. Anyway, then he gets trapped in the storehouse as punishment, blah, 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 yada, yada. And the repentance, the horrible day that wipes this village off the map, happens. She is at the ceremony master's house. She's going to do it. Go get her. There's still time to catch up with her. Okay.
Yai! The ritual is about to start. Hurry!
So again, we just have to find the keys, which, you know, true to the theme, it's twin keys. So we have to look for Jizo statues with crimson butterflies around them.
If you cannot find a way to leave the village, come and find me. I may be able to help.
Yeah, so something, I don't really know how helpful he is because I've never really used him, but something that wasn't there in the first game is we have someone who kind of helps us when we're lost. Who can we go back to kind of give us a nod or a nudge in the right direction? That was missing from the first game, and kind of interesting that it's here in the second game. To me, like, the game does a pretty good job of, like, leading you in the right direction. So I never really needed Itsuki. And that's you know, that's a positive about the game. They do a good job of kind of, like, there's a lot more to explore here. We're not just in like the Himuro Mansion in the first game, right? We have a bunch of houses, a village to explore. And I don't think there's really a point where it's unclear where to go next. I will say this part can be a little confusing because, again, would we necessarily think to come back up the hill to find a Jizo statue? I'm not sure. But as we look for more, you know, we might think, oh, maybe we should go this way. Oh, shit. Yeah, we're just gonna run from this. It's just like repeat battles of the same grunts. We see that in the remake too. We see that in other Fatal Frame games, some of the newer ones too, where we just have grunts that we have to fight. We could get the points, but honestly, we're so close to like a fully upgraded camera. We don't really need it. But this cutscene works well because we finally get the sense, in this very significant way, that the villagers are worried, unhappy, and they're looking for someone. And for some reason, they think that someone is us. We'll find out later on why they think that and why that's significant. But one of the things I brought up in like my extra content videos is what I love about Fatal Frame and their concept of like ghosts and haunting is this idea of a superimposing effect. Like Yae and Sai are superimposed onto Mio and Mayu respectively. And they do this a lot, and it's so interesting. Like how it gets at the cyclical nature of the haunting, how inescapable. How we're just kind of fucking caught up in it. Okay. And it kind of plays up this sense of dread and doom. Okay, let's try to avoid. There we go. Not today. Yeah, is this the Curio? I think this is. I can't remember which end it's on. Yeah, see, now the lantern's lit again, the save lantern, meaning that battle is over. Especially if this is like your first playthrough of this game, if you're not on like New Game Plus or whatever, avoid battles where you can to save some film, save some healing resources. You know, you want those points, but odds are you're going to end up with you don't have to be good at this game either. I am not. I'm not exceptional at this game, but you will end up with enough points to have a camera upgraded to like your play style and what works for you. You don't need to worry about that. Like, do not get lost in the sauce with like respawning enemies, like especially the grunt enemies. Like just skip where you can. It's gonna save you some sanity and it's gonna make your run a lot smoother. Again, what's nice about the remake is they really expand upon like the world you can explore in the village. So those side areas, you can actually go further. There's more of the village to explore. It's really nice. Yeah, this lady in the remake, you have to fight her again. Fucking annoying. Like, once is enough. I don't know, man. I just think we get it, right? There's no need to fight her again. Oh, God damn it. Fuck. Okay, I have a stone mirror, but hey. Let's just be safe. There she is. And let's just make our lives easier. Use that zero shot. I love the zero lens is so good. It is missable in this game on like the first run. So like don't miss it. Yeah, so like cool details. We can see the broken bridge here. Clearly she drowned. What her significance is to the Kurosawa mansion. We have the second fight with her after we leave the mansion in the remake. And that kind of leads into like a side story that kind of explores her significance more, which I like. We don't get a lot of it in the original. So I like the expansion there. I don't think we needed the second fight though. You know, just to be a little picky. Don't think we needed the second fight. I'm gonna make a quick save. And this brings us up about to where we were in the in part 1. Oh God. No, wait. As if we needed those. We are all good. Yeah, so in the first game, what was annoying is you actually needed spirit orbs for special shots. And that's a finite resource, my friends. So can't find any more. No more special shots. So really nice that they changed that to like, did you take a good shot? Here's more spirit power. And then you can use a special shot. Like, that was a much better thing. And then using the spirit orbs to help upgrade the, like, unlock upgrades on your camera. Much better use of spirit orbs in the second game moving forward. Like, very smart. Oh, and here. We lose our flashlight. Like, that is a very small detail to, like, significantly up the dread. Right? We've lost our light source. And of course, we gotta go left. Yeah, so this chapter, we learn all about the Kusabi. And we actually encounter him. Oh, shit. Something vanished from there. Yeah, so now we take back control of Mayu. And like that is the thing. I like both. I like both ways that we accomplish this thing. Where we have Mayu under a trance, seemingly. Getting further and further away from us and more into the arms of danger. Like, both work really well, I think, but it's important to note that they hit different. And that's not bad. It's nice. It's nice that we have both. We can experience both. That's what I, and that's, again, that's the power of remakes. Like, do something different. Try something else. Experiment. That's what I want to see. The same story, the same DNA, but do something different. Oh, this guy's spongy. Yeah, so a lot of the ghosts here are gonna say something about the Kusabi. The Kusabi has returned. We'll get to the significance of that statement a little later. Okay, you're almost dead. Yay. Okay, this way's locked for now, but I just want to come over here for a second, just to let you, you know, this is the bullshit room. It seems to be held shut by some powerful force. We'll come back here. That's a bullshit room. Again, we really haven't crossed the line yet, at any point, into the territory of fucking bullshit. But we'll get there with that room. I mean, sometimes with, like, the ghosts going into the wall. Shit. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, like... Fuck. Like, this is certainly not an ideal ghost fighting location. I don't think this quite crosses into fucking bullshit territory, but it's close. Or it can be, depending on how the ghost chooses to behave. Fuck. Yeah, that's fine. Bye, bitch! Did she drop anything? No. Oh, here we go. I always miss this closet. Like, I never really explore it. And I guess there really wasn't a reason to. This is one of my favorite cutscenes in all of horror gaming. Oh wait, it's not yet. Here it is. It's so good. Like, even look at, like, Mio's facial expression as she's witnessing this horrifying sight. Like, that close-up of her face, and, like, again, this is 2003. They did a really good job with her facial expressions, and with, not to mention size. Okay, let's go. So two things about this. Let's just pause for a second. What's annoying is, unless you've played the first game, there's no clear indication that this is a much more perilous encounter than what it appears to be. Because if you played the first game, you know that when the screen looks like that, if that ghost touches you, you're toast. Like, there's no, you can't take a picture, you're not exercising this spirit. It's way too powerful. You will just die, and you'll get a game over screen. There is so much hand-holding, there is so much text in the remake, to the point where I think they went a little too far, but there was not enough. Like, if Fatal Frame 2, if you have a PS2, this is back in the early 2000s, and Fatal Frame 2 is your entry into this series, that would piss me off. If, like, I didn't know and I was just like, let me just try to fight this thing, right? I'd be pissed off. Because you can't win. You just die, right? So I think they get at that very clearly in Remake. The expectations on the gamer in this sequence are clear. They're not clear here. And unless you have context from a playthrough of the first game, you're shit out of luck, man. Now, the other thing that's not good about this encounter in the original is you leave that room, you're fine. He doesn't follow you. Danger over, crisis averted, right? Not very scary once you understand the actual mechanics and the limitations of that encounter, that first significant encounter with the Kusabi. Now, in the remake, I think the Kusabi gets a little too much like Mr. X from Resident Evil 2 Remake, where he just pops up anywhere and is like, blah. Like, come on, man. Like, that gets annoying. But, you know, so I think we started on one end and we just swung the pendulum all the way to the other end. At least in my opinion. So, but that's kind of an introduction to the differences between the two iterations. Okay, we already have a stone mirror. My dogs are both like dead dogging. That lightning effect was always so cool. All right, let's give a quick save. And press on. This door should be locked or stuck, yeah. That, I think, leads to that thing where you put the books in. Very technical, very articulate. For several days, earthquakes have increased in frequency. At the same time, crimson butterflies are swarming, sometimes blocking out the sun. Somehow, they look sad. Villagers that see them put their hands together in prayer. The entire village has an air of impending doom. The village is quite fearful of the earth's fury. Perhaps the crimson sacrifice ritual is performed to purify the ground. In the past, every area had some type of ground purifying ceremony. Many of these offered sacrifices to try to calm the gods. If that custom still remains today, it explains the stillness in the village. The twin shrine maidens must be the guardian deities of this village. The guardian deities, the twin shrine maidens, have become crimson butterflies and are returning to the village. All right, before we move on, I feel like we have enough. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna switch to Type 61. Oh, right. If memory serves, that's really for the door. Yeah. So now we go to the fucking bullshit room.
Everyone's dead.
Everyone's dead!
She wanted to stay. Go ahead, everyone.
Perform the ritual with Sai alone. Yai.
Why? Yeah. So the Crimson Sacrifice requires two. It requires twins. That's why they're so deified. Right? But we'll find that Yai leaves without Sai. Sai remains, and they're like, well, it's gonna be imperfect, but I guess we try? Poor Sai, man. Well, that thunder was startling. Oh, okay. No! Run! Yeah, the other bullshit part about the Kusabi... Okay, never mind. Cool. In the remake is like you really have to like run. That's bullshit. You really have to run like right away. And you kind of have to know where you're going, which necessitates some game overs if that's your first playthrough. Which is fucking annoying. Like that's not skill, that's not like that's not something that's well telegraphed. It's just like, hey, like this bullshit sequence of the Kusabi hot on your heels is gonna happen, and then like hopefully you either get lucky and figure it out, or you have to redo it like a billion fucking times. Anyway, yeah, this room is fucking bullshit. Get off. And this guy's like tanky as hell. Oh, come on. Yeah, come on. All right, yeah, just like get rid of one of them. And then it's a little more manageable. Fuck! My arms! Unless, of course, you just suck like I do. then it's still not quite manageable. But hey. Okay, she's not as bad. Once we don't have, like, ghosts to worry about, we'll kind of walk around the room and talk about why it's fucking bullshit. Fuck! Whoa! Yeah, and then the whole wall thing. Like, that gets fucking old. Okay, well, she's dead. Nice! Yeah, look at all the blood in here. Like, fuck. Okay, yeah, like, I can't go this way to this corner, even though it looks like there's an opening there, because of this bullshit here. This bullshit blocks some of the room off. And again, this is a small room. If it were only one, I would say, okay, maybe not quite fucking bullshit, but the fact that there's not a lot of room to move in that room to begin with, and then we have all these obstacles, which we can't even negotiate. We can't, like, stumble over, right? It's just like, fuck, man. What? Why is it all gray? Oh, right. I have the... Okay. What's confusing about that, and I should have known, because there are 2 diamond keys in the remake. And one of them leads to that door to unlock the other side of the Kurosawa mansion. It's a butterfly key in the original. The diamond key, we have to go back to the whatever. The outside portion and then up the back staircase. That's my bad. But, like, why'd we change that key? All right, go, bitch, go! God damn it. I remember where the key is used. Duh, we're almost to chapter 4.
Did you find Itsuki?
Yeah, so Munakata is tasked with finding Itsuki in order to help orchestrate their own escape, plus the escape of Yae and Sae.
This is all God's village. The ritual that cannot be spoken about. And the place that mustn't be seen. If I take a picture of that place,
Ancient village records have been stored in the ceremony master's house. Many discuss the legends, folk tales, or rituals of the village. There are sure to be many records of folklore value. The forbidden ritual is also called the Crimson Sacrifice Ritual. Twins are used to help seal the gate to hell. There are 2 parts: the visible ceremony, which occurs periodically, and if it fails, a hidden ceremony is performed. If all of the ceremonies fail, the gate to hell will open. The dead will pour out, and the skies will go dark. They call this disaster their repentance. The whereabouts of Munakata's friends, the twin boys Itsuki and Mutsuki, are unknown, which is a little troubling. If they're found, I might be able to ask them about the village. Yeah, dream big, buddy. This is so cool too.
Mayu! Mew, what happened? Someone was calling me, telling me to come back and perform the ritual again. The ritual? Stay with me forever and ever. Mm-hmm. Of course, we promised. For now, let's get out of here.
Again, I've mentioned this in my original playthrough. I love the concept of the butterfly diary, how it's a shared diary. I mean, a diary is so personal. The fact that Yae and Sae, as identical twins, share this connection that they have, this psychic connection. It's such a cool idea that I think does a lot of heavy lifting. Anyway, Munakata and his teacher came to the village today. He said he was worried about Itsuki and came to help. But I can't tell the outsiders about the village. Itsuki's locked up in the storehouse. I doubt he'll be allowed to talk with an outsider. Mr. Makabe made a picture of us with his picture box. My face looked strange, but it was interesting to see. He's probably going to be blank because our cleansing isn't finished yet. Before that happens, we have to help him escape. If I can become one with you, Yae, I'll be happy. That's the only thing that matters to me, Sae. And we'll find out what that means. Because we'll have this, both of them express this desire, at least Yae from the standpoint of, I promise you that we'll always be together. In order to accomplish that, we have to get out of here and like live. And then we'll be together forever in safety. And for Sae, being together means becoming one. And the way in this village that twins become one is through the Crimson Sacrifice ritual. So from the very beginning, we see this undercurrent of tension, these cross purposes, just in the word choice and in the language that on the surface, it seems like they're aligned and they want the same thing. But that is very much not the case, even from the very fucking beginning.
There's something familiar about the smell here.
Okay, here's the dolls, the dreaded doll puzzle. Yeah, so what's different about this, in the remake, you take a photograph and you see an arrangement of how the dolls should be, and you just have to rearrange them. In the original, we'll see in a second that that is not what is going on here. Let me actually get on the other side of her. Oh, shit. Oh, she's almost dead. Where are you, bitch? Fuck. Yeah, there we go.
I hear something. The two chosen children shall be carried to heaven on the wings of a butterfly. A butterfly that will save this village.
Ah. Okay. There we go. Yeah. So in the remake, it's just you take a photograph and then you have to rearrange the dolls. There's no like kind of this is almost like one of those sliding puzzles where the corner is missing and you have to make the picture by rearranging the tiles, and like as you move them you're locked into certain movements similar to that, and with a time limit. So
The two chosen to heaven.
all right, but now we've got the key to get to the other side of the mansion. The twin girls of the house gave me a map that shows a side door. They said that the hidden ceremony is near and I should escape out the side door during the night. They left so quickly I couldn't even ask them about it. The other people in the house are acting normally. Was there some ulterior motive behind the generous hospitality? Just to be safe, I will tell Munakata to go home ahead of me. Yeah, so one of the things, we're learning more about the hidden ceremony and about the significance of the Kusabi. That's creepy.
Don't leave me.
Ah! I don't think I've gotten that one before. Wow, that's creepy. One of the key things about the Kusabi is it has to be an outsider. So of course, when Makabe comes, like, hey, I want to learn more about these rituals. And they're already kind of, things are already looking pretty bad. Of course, they're going to be like, yes, come in, come in. Don't ask the wrong questions, but, you know, stick around a while. All right, let's make a quick save, just to be on the safe side. Oh, that's Mayu. I was like, who's moving around?
It's cold.
It's cold. Yeah, it's a little cold.
You were born for this purpose.
No, we weren't. Significantly, this room where we had the pivotal cutscene, this is the first time we've entered the room together. Which is why this, having a cutscene here, good writing. And for some reason, she's drawn to that same spot where we saw Sai standing and laughing maniacally. Bloodstained kimono. Kusabi right behind her.
Mayu, what's wrong? It's nothing.
Clearly.
Mio, hurry up. Let's go. We have to get out of here. I don't want to kill anymore.
What? What? All right, let's try to run. We'll see how that works.
The ritual for the village.
We.
Born for this. Destiny.
Destiny.
Why do you run?
Ah, shit. I should have aimed better. Damn it. Okay. You know what, actually... We're running a little low. We have a lot of Type 91, but... Let's try to save these.
Mio, there's something over here.
Part of the floor is broken, and you can see down to the floor below. There seems to be something caught in a spider web strung across the hole.
Mio,
Yeah. So unlocking that provides us faster access. Yeah, we'll read those when we get to the actual puzzle. But that provides us faster access to, like, shit, to the other part of the mansion. An outsider visited with perfect timing. I'll use him for the hidden ceremony and pacify the blank. We must ensure he doesn't escape before that.
Everyone's dead. It's our fault.
Okay, back to it. Oh!
I think something fell.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I feel like if memory serves, nothing that pivotal comes of this. Jesus Christ. Come, move, bitch! What's your problem? Oh, no, that is important. Never mind. Oh. All right, can we go? No? Okay. Shit. Whatever. Yeah, no way I was catching that. Yeah, so in the remake, there's a side room in this hallway. Purely for a hiding spot for another sequence with, again, the Mr. X characteristics of the Kusabi. Because you have another sequence where you have to hide from him. All right, let's follow the spirit for now.
Why am I trapped here? Ritual to sacrifice outsiders. Could it be?
Long ago, a visitor to a mountain village became a ceremonial sacrifice. When the veiled priest captured me, they said things like outsider and Kusabi. What exactly is the nature of the hidden ceremony? The key the twin girls gave me must be for the side door of the house. The key for the cell must be in another house. According to the map, the key is hidden in a cave under the Osaka house. Maybe this is the cellar in the passageway that I read about. All right, we need a light and dark key. That shot always reminds me of Resident Evil 1. with the zombie or whatever. It's just like the bulbous shape of the head of the ghost and the angle of the shot just all remind me of that. Yeah, here's the well. Wow, beefy. There we go. Yeah, we're not going for fancy. All right, and then this door should be locked. This is how we'll get out of the mansion on our own. Sans Mayu.
Do you think we can leave through there?
Please don't slow us down with stupid questions. Oh, goody.
Yai, are you really running away?
So what's nice about this is in the second chapter, we see her under a trance, kind of moving not of her own volition, further and further into the mire of this shit. In the third and fourth chapters, she starts to actually say some of what Sai Kurosawa would say. And that's interesting to see the progression there of, like, how much this superimposing effect is kind of taking hold.
Accept your fate.
As we get further in.
Yai.
No! You can't make me, Dad!
The twins that will become the sacrifice have returned.
Oh! No! Get out of the way, bitch! Okay. Are you fucking serious? Oh, come the fuck on. This is combat. Won't you now? Jesus Christ, that was annoying. There's just too many places where he could hide behind. And his movement pattern of backing up like that or disappearing is fucking annoying in the space. The malice coming from the blank is getting stronger. I've searched, and there's no record of it getting this strong in the past. Recently, poor harvests and deaths have begun to increase. The time of repentance for Tachibana's failure to perform the ritual is drawing near. So obviously referring to Itsuki and Mutsuki, half of the mourners were driven mad by the malice and jumped into the blank. We must prepare more mourners. We'll use the sinners. Yeah. So mourners are people who can accompany the twins to the Hellmouth for the sacrifice. You have to blind them because looking upon the Hellmouth has deleterious effects in and of itself. So you pick from like the sinners or the people who have committed crimes and stuff first and foremost, because you have to like blind them ahead of time. If we don't do something, the blank will overflow in a few years. I must use my daughters in the ritual. Saya and Yai must be cleansed for the village. Cool.
The destiny of the sacrifice. The destiny.
Sai and Yai ran away with that boy, a remaining. The Kusabi calmed the blank a little, but it is still rumbling. If the twins aren't brought back, the village will be swallowed by the blank. They are my daughters. I must find them. What I like too, and the remake gets at this in a much cooler way because of updated graphics and stuff, is the design of this mansion, other buildings in the village that get at this twin ritual. Like the fact that we have these twin paths, these divided things with these pressure plates where the doors don't open unless we have two, each going on their own path, getting up to this doorway.
I wonder if this will open if stepped on. I'll stay here.
Like, to think that in the architecture of this very place, there's a spiritual significance. You see that in like sanctuaries or like beautiful cathedrals in Europe and stuff like that.
Please come here. Hurry.
But you see that here too.
Mio, didn't we promise? Together always.
Twins that will become the sacrifice have returned.
So later on in the game, This will be the location of some fucking bullshit. Yae is not coming back. Did she really leave Sae behind? Did she survive in the forest? If Sae is cleansed and acts as Shrine Maiden alone, the blank might be appeased. The records do not mention any rituals with a single Shrine Maiden, but I will do it. I have to try. Shit. Basically, it just says, Yae, why did you run? Why don't you come back? She doesn't really have much incentive to come back, I don't think. You know,
Calling me.
not for nothing. I do like in the remake when you get here, Mayu remains at the door. It's a little bit funny in the presentation, but I think, you know, the benefits outweigh like how funny or awkward it looks. But she can't bring herself to step away from the door. And as we get through the game and understand what's beyond the door, that's significant. That really doesn't happen here. She just has the words. But again, showing is always better than telling. Well, I won't say always, but in a lot of cases, showing is going to have much more of an impact than telling in storytelling. So, like, props for the remake for, again, focusing on that very small detail and being like, we can make this better. Yes, you can, and yes, you did. Well done. Okay, so we got one of the keys. I think based on my stamina, we're gonna get through chapter 4. We're gonna catch back up, right? D-list part 1. Make this like part 1.5 or whatever. They even in the remake redesigned this room a little bit, and I like it. I like the updates. The time of the ritual is coming soon. Itsuki and Mutsuki's ritual didn't work, and this year it's our turn. I'm leaving the village with you. Itsuki will help us escape. So, we will learn why the ritual failed between Itsuki and Mutsuki. And there's a very human reason why. And it's so powerful. So powerful. We'll get there, but there is a human significance to why the ritual failed between these two brothers and why he's locked in the storehouse now. And we'll be together. I hate myself. No, I just hate this fucking allergies, man. We'll be together forever, like I promised. The truth is, I don't want to run. But as long as I can be with you, I'll follow you anywhere. Just don't leave me here alone. Like, was Yae reading Sae's entries in this diary prior to, like, saying, okay, now we're to the point where we're enacting the plan? Was she reading the diary entries? Because if she was, she really... We might have to question her reading ability or her reading level because she wasn't picking up on some very important subtext that's pretty fucking obvious if you ask me. About like, maybe this isn't going to go off like we thought it would.
I wonder if this will open if stepped on. I'll stay here.
You do that. I was wrong. It's just like Itsuki said. Munakata's teacher is going to be a blank. This has to stop. People like Mutsuki shouldn't have to die. I have to do something. A veiled priest took one of the cell keys to the rope temple. Yeah, so depending on the order of what we do here, this leads us to the rope temple if we didn't go there first, which is nice game design-wise. It seems Father plans to make that man a blank, even though he's Munakata's teacher. I know one cell key is hidden in Father's bookshelves. To keep the blank appeased, there's only one thing to do. If we perform the Crimson Sacrifice, perhaps people won't suffer like this.
Lock up the man who came to find out about the ritual. Let us prepare to make the Kusabi. I'll hold on to this key so that escape is impossible.
You heard something fall on the other side of the lattice.
You won't leave me alone again, right?
So I will say too, just thinking about how we get here in the remake, it relies on a lot of like updated camera functionality. I think they went too far. I think they added too many different functions to a camera that was already complicated in the original trilogy. Of like what you can do with it, what you need to do when. I think they went too far. I think they were great ideas. I think they're interesting. I just think if we think about using the camera, it got way too fucking overcomplicated. Nope. Yeah, this is not a great place to have a ghost battle either. Like, there's just this big fucking thing in the middle of the room. And then no opportunity for Fatal Frame because he gets pushed behind the fucking wall. Like, that is fucking bullshit. There we go. Fuck you. Okay. Engrave the the crimson butterfly to seal up blank. If there is no sacrifice, repent with a kusabi. Shrine maidens of the past and future, made into crimson butterflies, return from the blank as guardians of the village. Those that become butterflies ascend to heaven, parting the skies above, inviting the light upon us. If the ritual is not performed, the blank will open. Inhuman wretches shall burst forth from the blank. Villagers will be engulfed by the blank, and the sky will be plunged into darkness. The darkness will spread over the land for generations, awaking the blank. We must think of this disaster as a repentance for our failure to fulfill our duty to the blank which grants us life. We must accept that this is the reason for our existence. Okay. Nope. So the highlighted word. Okay, so disaster goes here. We need blank. Taboo, probably, but let's read. Yep. The gate to hell is called the blank. Gaze not upon the blank. Eyes that glimpse the blank will be blinded by the blank. That's why they blind them ahead of time. Speak not of the blank. The mouth which utters blank will be made speechless by the blank. Listen not to the blank. Those who heed the blank are turned into heartless by the blank. Kingdom Hearts! Crossover! Yes! That's what we wanted. That could only make this better. Okay. Sacrifice. Gotta be ritual? Nope, that's Kusabi. If the blank rumbles on a year without the ceremony, a kusabi is needed. A kusabi is an outsider, made into a Buddha, and offered to the blank. The more they suffer, the greater the calming of the blank. Wow. Okay. This is sacrifice, because it's all about twins. In the Crimson Sacrifice ritual, the Shrine Maidens become one again. They become a deity and appease the blank. The latter stays here, watching over the human world. The first shall pass through the blank, calming the earth. Great. Yay! Nice.
Never mind.
Never mind. Never mind. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Nope. Not doing it. Not doing it. Not today. Ooh. Yes, please. No! Come on. Yes. Ha ha ha.
If it was to come to this, we should have done the ritual.
See? We're not aligned. That's why this shit happened.
I knew.
The key to this cell in the Osaka.
Fuck! Ah. Yeah, we get the hammer key. Ooh. Yeah, see, which bookshelves are going to give us more context? Twin Shrine Maidens. Hold on. This is so annoying. Twin Shrine Maidens are sacrificed in the Crimson Sacrifice ritual. Boys are sometimes used as well. In this case, they are called altar twins. The people of this region, which believe that twins were once a single being which was split into two at birth. The ceremony is based on the belief that when the two bodies are reunited as one, the Shrine Maiden will gain the power of a deity. The text says the older sister must blank the younger and throw her into the blank. The blank part must refer to the most horrible part of the ritual, probably some kind of sacrifice. Yeah. As expected, the jailer won't tell me anything, won't even say a word. It's a total reversal of the treatment I got when I came to the village. I guess this was the real reason I was invited to the village. The cell is also used to store documents. I was able to find several important manuscripts. I can continue my research, but I doubt anyone will ever see it. Hellish Abyss. It is unclear how long this hole that connects our world to the underworld has existed. They say that if the cover to it is opened, it will cause a terrible disaster. This is the origin of the Gate to Hell folktale. As a taboo word, it is often represented in other texts as blank. The suffering of the sacrifice is used to seal the Hellish Abyss. The mourners. They are the guardians of the Hellish Abyss, and are the only ones that can get near it. When the year of the ceremony comes, the mourners sew their eyes shut so they cannot glimpse the Hellish Abyss. Yeah. That protects them, so they don't lose their eyesight. They seal the eyes shut. And then I guess you could remove the stitching and they'd have eyesight again, but like, fuck, that is horrific. Criminals and anyone that has seen the Hellish Abyss are also forced to become mourners. Afterward, they live underground, never returning. Oh, I guess so. They're just sewn shut forever. They never come back up. They're like mole people. What can be so bad that looking at it is forbidden? I don't know, man. Do we want to find out? Can you fucking move, please?
Come on, let's get out of here.
Oh no.
Mayu! No, it won't open. What do we do? There should be a key somewhere. I'll go look for it. Wait here, okay? No, don't go! Stay with me. Mayu. I'll be right back. You just promised.
Did I?
Don't leave me. Please, don't leave me.
The desperation in her voice is so palpable. Fuck.
Don't leave me anymore. I'll be right back. I really will. Wait just a minute, okay?
Dear sister, are you leaving me again?
So creepy. So fucking creepy. Chapter 5. So, one thing I didn't realize.
Don't go. Stay with me. Mia,
You're not prompted.
get your promise.
The ring does not glow blue.
I don't want to be alone.
But that's a picture. That's a picture with the title.
You broke your promise again. Don't go. Please don't leave me.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Damn it! Damn it! There we go. Getting a little faster. God damn it. That one was way too fast. Oh. There we go. Okay, friends, well, we're going to stop it here and pick up next time. As always, leave a like if you like. A dislike if you don't. Comment, subscribe, do what you gotta do. But I'm hopping off. We'll be back with more Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly, the original, in the next one. Peace.